One day, in the peaceful town of Woodville, Froggy was walking down the street to go to the local pond to get some fresh water. Then he saw Jelly, a beautiful gum tree girl, surrounded by all sorts of birds who just loved her sweet mellow tree sap. Froggy got jealous and scared all the birds away. "Boo!" Froggy yelled, and all the birds flew away. "What are you doing? You scared all my birds away!" Jelly yelled back, furious. "I don't care!" Froggy yelled once again. Then Froggy sneaked on Fly's back, grabbed his guitar while he was playing the guitar, and drew it on the ground. Something inside the guitar broke, and the guitar was broken and made none of the beautiful sound it used to make. "I hate you!" Fly yelled, with tears in his eyes. "Cry, baby, cry, and I hate you too!" Froggy teased him and moved on. Then he met Birdie, the youngest in the town and the little brother of Jelly. He was making dominoes out of woodblock, and it was truly marvelous. Froggy stared at it for a moment, and he knocked them all out. Birdie yelled, "Hey, what was that for?" Froggy answered, "I don't know. Let me guess. Because I wanted to? And because your domino looks stupid?" Birdie yelled, "No, they were going so well, you ruined it." Froggy teased them. "It was ruined in the first place when you started it." Later that day, Jelly, Fly, and Birdie gathered together, talking about how much they suffered because of Froggy, and they needed to come up with another solution. Then Froggy got home and decided to play soccer. Then he realized that his soccer ball was missing. He looked everywhere, but it was not there. He was so confused, and he thought that he could use some little help. Then Froggy went up to his somewhat cold friends and asked, "Hey, my soccer ball is missing. Want to help me find it?" Jelly laughed and answered, "No, you bully us. Why would he help you?" Everyone laughed and agreed. Then suddenly, Froggy saw what was coming back to him because of what he did. "Fine, if I fix what I did wrong, are you guys going to help me?" They looked at each other and said, "Yeah, sure." Then Froggy ran through the town to look for every single bird. Then he begged them to come back to Jelly and apologized. The birds were already missing Jelly, so they all went back to her, not hesitating even for once. Froggy ran through the town, exhausted, and borrowed all the tools needed to fix Fly's guitar. After hours of endless work, they finally fixed the guitar. Then he went up to Birdie to fix what he did wrong. Birdie said, "Let's build the dominoes again, and I'll forgive you." "Fine, let's do it," Froggy answered. After hours and hours of careful work, they finally made a domino that is 1 kilometer long. "Oh my gosh, this is so amazing! Thanks, Froggy, I'll forgive you now, and we can be friends." Birdie was so excited. The domino was so amazing that the whole town came to see it. "Hey, take this!" Mr. Big D suddenly punched Froggy. Froggy fell on the floor. Then Mr. Big started to kick him. "I always wanted to beat you up someday. You were always on my nerve, little man." Froggy was so beat up and torn that he could barely keep his eyes open. Then suddenly he yelled, "Stop!" Then Froggy continued, "Doolittle, forgive your mother. She was just upset you didn't come home on time." Then everyone was so confused what he was talking about. Some thought that he was a little crazy. Some thought that maybe his brain was kind of misplaced. But Froggy continued on. "Do you know why? Because she was worried. Do you know why? Because she loves you that much. She's still looking for you, Doolittle. Take this phone and give your mom a call. It's time for change. You and I, both of us." Then suddenly Mr. Big D, somehow Doolittle changed back to a little young boy as he used to be. Everyone was so confused, but they figured out that Doolittle had a fight with his mother and got out of home, changed his name to Mr. Big D, and started doing a little somewhat so-called bad things. Then he got Froggy's cell phone and called his mom. "Mom, I'm sorry. I missed you. Can I come back home?" Then suddenly, in the crowd, the boys observed. "Of course you can, son. I missed you too." There was Doolittle's mother. They both wrapped each other around with their arms and cried. Everyone applauded for their forgiving and for Froggy's fine talk. Froggy became the town hero. When it became late at night, Froggy came back home. The soccer ball was there. He was so surprised and amazed. What? How can this be possible? Then Froggy thought, maybe it's God who was trying to teach me a lesson and gave me an opportunity to fix myself. Maybe it was an opportunity to change my life in one day. Then feeling satisfied and loved, Froggy went to bed and fell asleep, tired of the long yet memorable day. Then would anyone have realized that night the moon was shining brighter than ever on Froggy's soccer ball, and if anyone was awake that night, they could have heard the applause from the heaven and maybe saw the smiles of angels.